right.
Let's roll our segue wheel for the final week of Rocktober. It's still October.
Oh yeah, this day in history, and this day in music first.
And I'll give you some sarcasm for your efforts.
Right on. First, we'll do birthdays. We'll do one birthday today, and that's Kelly Osbourne. You know Kelly Osbourne, daughter of Ozzy Osbourne, and her Sharon Osbourne. Sharon, I can't think of Sharon's original maiden name, but her dad was a big music executive guy. In 1984, Kelly Osbourne, British television personality, singer, actress, and fashion designer Kelly Osbourne, daughter of Ozzy and Sherry Osbourne. She came to prominence while appearing on the reality show The Osbournes and with her family. She's had 2002 UK number 3 single Papa Don't Preach, which is a Madonna song. Anyway, we know what Kelly Osbourne is. 1957, Buddy Holly and the Crickets started a 3-week run at number 1 UK single charts with That'll Be the Day. It was also a number 3 hit in the US. Went on to sell $1 million. The song was inspired by a trip to the movies by Holly, Jerry Allison, and Sonny Curtis. In June of '56, the John Wayne film The Searchers was playing when Wayne's frequently used world-weary catchphrase, "That'll be the day," inspired the young musicians. And if you know the song, it goes like this: "That'll be the day that I die." And if you know the song American Pie, the chorus says, "This'll be the day that I die." So that's where that comes from.
And of course, that song was about Buddy Holly dying, right? So.
Exactly. So a lot of people don't catch that. When Buddy Holly died quite young, 22. 1964, Sonny and Cher got married. Sonny was 31. Cher barely clinging to adulthood at 18. Sherilyn Sarkazian Lepere. For a time, they performed together as Caesar and Cleo before changing names to act as Sonny and Cher. Their union lasted 12 years. Cher went on to marry Greg Allman. That marriage lasted about a week. And Cher is still around. Sonny, unfortunately, passed away in a skiing accident. Skied into a tree.
One of my favorite quotes from Cher is, her mom asked her, what is she going to do without a husband? I'm my own husband, Mom. I'm my own husband. I don't need a goddamn husband.
Yep, Sonny and Cher. And she's about a foot taller than Sonny, too. That's another thing. 1969, Muddy Waters, our mic drop guy. I hope you got the mic drop. Blues musician Muddy Waters was seriously injured in a car crash in Champaign, Illinois. 3 of his companions in the vehicle were killed. So lucky for Muddy, he had his mojo working that day. So that's our... just for that one line, I just wanted to say it. That's all. 1973, Glass Night and the Pips started their 2-week run at number 1 U.S. single charts with Midnight Train to Georgia. It was the group's 18th top 40 hit, number 1 record in the 1974 Grammy for vocal performance. 1975, Bruce Springsteen, after releasing the single and album Born to Run, Bruce Springsteen had the rare honor of simultaneous covers of both Time and Newsweek magazines in the U.S. What the hell's a magazine? That's about it for this day in history. Not a whole lot of other shit. This day in Rocktober history. This day in world history, we're going to talk about 939, a long damn time ago. Athelstan, the first king to rule over all of England, died. So condolences to his family.
Athelstan.
1492.
That old English really gets you there.
1492, Christopher Columbus, or his cousin Christopher Columbus. Christopher Lumpus. That was his...
the human embodiment of lupus.
Okay. Anyway, Christopher Columbus sailed to Cuba and claimed the island for Spain. And Cuba said, "Oh, thank God, we needed a country to claim us." 1795,
Italian.
And he's like, "Do you have any gold here?" And they're like, "No, we sold it to the British." Yeah, that's it. 1795, Pinckney's Treaty Agreement between the United States and Spain was signed, giving the United States navigation rights to the Mississippi. Spain just giving shit away, all kinds of crazy, getting stuff from the natives in Cuba. 300 years ago later, giving shit away. Spain just can't make up their mind what they're doing. 1932, American poet and novelist Sylvia Plath, whose best known works are preoccupied with alienation, death, and self-destruction, was born. Well, oh boy, those are some great subjects to just get you all depressed. Well, let's lead about alienation, death, and self-destruction. That'll get me through the day. Let me listen to some Alice in Chains. 1961, the first Saturn rocket was successfully launched, and years later, Saturn V was a launch vehicle used in Apollo moon landing flights. Yay, Saturn! We figured out the escape velocity of gravity from Earth. Yay! 1968, physicist Lise Meitner, whose research, along with that of Otto Hahn and Fritz Strassmann, led to the discovery of nuclear fission, died in Cambridgeshire, England. Of course, until 1961, or I believe, no rocket had actually escaped Earth's orbit. So I think that's why that's important.
Woohoo! Good job!
The Russians and we put around space orbiting, they never left our orbit, so they were never in space. So we can just say they were in space, but hey, they were captured by Earth's gravity, so they weren't going anywhere. 1968, physicist Lise Meitner, whose research, along with that of Otto Hahn and Fritz Strassmann, led to the discovery of nuclear fission. But technically, the moon's in Earth's orbit too, right? So we have a strong gravitational pull. However, the moon doesn't do whatever it wants to. It has to stay where it is. So you need rocket power to get the hell away from Earth. Anyway, that was 1968. 1979, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, an island country lying within the Lesser Antilles in the Eastern Caribbean Sea, achieved its independence. Man, I'm going to live there. That's going to be as big as a postage stamp on the map, right? 2000, at a concert near Tel Aviv, the German composer Richard Wagner, which many associate with the Nazi regime, was played for the first time in public in Israel. All right.
Yeah, because he wasn't a Nazi. A lot of people liked him. A lot of Nazis liked him. So he became a Nazi artist, even though he himself was never a Nazi.
Right. The Valkyries, one of his famous operas that the Nazis incorporated into their propaganda. 2004, the Boston Red Sox ended the Curse of the Bambino, an alleged hex that began in 1920 when the team's owner sent Babe Ruth to the New York Yankees in exchange for $125,000 in a personal loan by defeating the St. Louis Cardinals and win the World Series title. Red Sox first Major League Baseball championship in 86 years. If you believe in curses, I suppose. Which is absolute horse shit. Why does my team never win the World Series? What's their curse? You know what? Here's how you win a game. You play better than the other team. It's not a curse. Really, that's how it works. You play better than the other team. There's no curse. That's really how it works, man. 2014, Taylor Swift released 1989, which she described as her first official pop album. It was a blockbuster hit and won the Grammy Award for Album of the Year. Same date in 23.
I know it's not technically rock.
It might have been. It might have been, but it had a duplicate, so I wasn't going to repeat a duplicate. On the same date in 2023, she released 1989, her version, recording of the original. So she took their songs and said, I've got the rights to all these songs, and I can record it the way I want to and keep all the money. And screw that record company. My version's better.
It wasn't even that, right? Somebody else bought the rights, so it wasn't even the original owners. They've sold the rights to some other guy.
Yeah, the music business is full of this stuff where other people that had no creativity make all the money, and it's always been that way, and it's always sucked. And hats off to her for reversing the freaking process, at least for her. I'm not sure it works for anybody else. 2017, Catalonia's parliament voted to declare the region independent from Spain, resulting in the central government's dismissing that legislative body and calling for new elections, in which a majority of seats were claimed by the pro-independence movement. Okay, what became of that? I don't know. Catalonia. Let's check into it. Our feature event, 1978, Anwar Sadat and Menachem Begin awarded the Nobel Peace Prize. In 1978, Anwar Sadat of Egypt and Menachem Begin of Israel were awarded the Nobel Peace Prize for negotiations resulting in the Camp David Accords, a peace treaty between their countries. And that peace still holds to this day, so give them credit. They're still at peace. Our feature biography is Teddy Roosevelt, President of the United States, born October 27, 1858 in New York City. He only lived to be 60. That's kind of a shame. You're that rich and you only get to be 60. Born January 6, 1919. He died, sorry. He was born in New York City. Died at the age of 60 in 1919 in Oyster Bay, New York, out in Long Island. Other birthdays today, Roy Lichtenstein, American painter, born 1923, Sylvia Plath did. It's John Cleese's birthday. Monty Python.
Oh, man.
He is, oh my goodness. John Cleese, 86 today. John Cleese, long live John Cleese. That's a kind of blinkered
Could have done one of his things for the mic drop.
I can do a John Cleese tirade if you want. Maybe I'll do it tomorrow, but what's a kind of blinkered Philistine pig ignorance come to expect from you non-creative garbage?
Hello, I'm here for an argument. No, you're not.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes, I am. I'm here for an argument. I'm pretty sure that was John Cleese in that one.
Yeah, he's one of them. Yeah, he's the guy giving the argument. He's not the customer. The customer is Michael Palin. All right, hey, John Gotti, another John, was born a year later. American organized crime boss. We always got to recognize them criminals. Our national days today, it's National Civics Day, National American Beer Day, and Navy Day. Yeah, the Navy was apparently born on this day. I'm not sure why it's U.S. Navy Day, but there you are. October 27th. There's your mispronunciation, your spins of the wheel, your truncated stories, everything. For October 27th, 2025 on Before Beer. Hopefully before beer, because you're drinking now, you got a problem.
Before some beer. Okay.
Before.
What was it? A hypothetical about something in this story? Yeah, imagine if I wish there was a way to become an artist without having to rely on a bunch of middlemen in order to get your music out there, right? Oh no, sarcasm. Yeah, that was my thing. Sarcasm. Yeah. Imagine if Taylor Swift could have just uploaded her music onto YouTube.
Right. Imagine if Taylor Swift wasn't a real person.
But YouTube didn't exist back then. So, next time. Or TikTok, right? That's the new trend now.
I'm a TikTok star.
Now everyone can be an artist without signing a record label because you got good old TikTok, which totally, here's your sarcasm, totally creates a long-living career. That doesn't make you inevitably have to sign with a record company in order to keep your career going.
I should start a music career and claim that I'm AI.
Why not? Go for it.
Why not? Who's gonna prove me wrong? That guy's not real. He's not really AI. What are you talking about? I mispronounced half the words.
I have a speech impediment. No, that's AI. I mean, that happens all the time, right? That's AI, and then everyone's like, "This is not AI. This is real." I saw a video of a walrus whistling, and people are like, "Walruses can whistle?
Yeah,
this is AI." And then they were like, "Here's 20 million videos from before AI existed, right? Posted in 2007 of a walrus whistling." No, they can whistle. It's real. But that's how fucked we are. We're so fucked. Real things is like, that's AI. That can't be real.
That's not real.
Walruses using their lips. Okay, let's cover our international observances. Today is World for Audiovisual Heritage Day. So that's audiovisual archives, you know, like the VCR. Your VHS tape of your family going on a holiday. That is very important. So telling stories about people's lives and their cultures from all over the world. Even if you just think, oh, it's just one family, it can really indicate how people used to live back then in the 20th century. Oh, 1900s. Thanks to audiovisual heritage from people's own recordings. They're all very important. Not just, you know, those big news story events, but the everyday life. We can really learn to understand humanity through this stuff. So continue digitizing your audiovisual heritage from VHS to digital, uploading on YouTube, and then it getting taken down because somebody has copyrighted music in the background. That's what happened to our family videos that tried uploading to YouTube. They all got blocked.
The Macarena was being played, right?
It was me dancing to Pinball Man by The Who or something, and it's like, you can't have that on the internet. The Who wanted some 2 cents from the 10 family members that might see this video.
As if The Who owns the rights to that anymore, right?
Yeah, I know. Anyways, it's World Audiovisual Heritage Day. Celebrate. Keep filming your life so that you can share it later. It's also still this Armament Week, which is all about getting rid of those nukes. You don't need them. They're useless. They only just cause strife and other people, I guess, to build nukes. And also Global Media Information and Literacy Week. That's right. You're currently watching some news. Use that media literacy. Use that brain. I know you got one. And make your own opinions. And make sure to consume all media globally. So not just news from, your local Fox channel, but also, what does Africa think? What does Asia think? Maybe even Iceland. Maybe they have opinions. I don't know. There's your things, your days to celebrate and everything you said.